What if I told you this isn't just another RGB LED sign? It's a fully customizable pixel display that lets you create animations, pixel arts, widgets, clocks, weather dashboards, stickers, and even live stream everything to the display all from your browser. Meet Pixelba, an 80 by 16 RGB display packed with 1280 individual addressable LEDs powered by an Firebeetle ESP32-S3 complete with a rechargeable battery, rotary encoder, and a custom web design studio. You can drag and drop widgets, build scenes, design your own stickers and animations, share them with the community, or even export everything as an Arduino code and run it completely offline. In this video, I'll show you how can we build this pixel bar, use the Pixel Studio app, and flash the firmware. This project is sponsored by NextPCB. With over 15 years of experience, NextPCB is a leading PCB and PCBA manufacturer trusted by businesses, engineers, and makers around the world. Is your PCBA project stuck in endless email chains, manual design reviews, and frustrating time zone delays before manufacturing can even begin? What if you could skip all of that? Introducing Rev Zero PCBA by NextPCB. Rev Zero is optimized for 2-layer, 4-layer, and 6-layer PCB designs, helping you move from design to production faster than ever. Simply upload your Gerber files to receive instant DFM feedback. Then upload your Centroid and BOM file to automatically match components with real-time inventory from HQ Online and run intelligent DFA checks. Best of all, the DFM and DFA analysis tools are completely free, powered by award-winning algorithms. Once you are ready, place your order with single click and your PCBA goes straight into production. Complete everything on day 1 and get your assembled boards shipped in as little as 5 business days. And there is more. Enjoy exclusive discount codes on both PCB and PCBA services plus a special $500 discount on your first Rev Zero order. Visit nextpcb.com today and bring your PCB project to life faster, smarter, and with complete control. To build this project, the first thing that we need is the assembled LED matrix PCB. So I designed this PCB and ordered them through NextPCB. Within a week, I received my assembled PCBs. As you can see, I ordered them in matte black color and they look gorgeous. As the brain of Pixelba, we are going to use DFRobot Firebeetle ESP32-S3. This one is a 16 MB flash variant. The next thing that we need is a rotary encoder. Then I am using this 18650 battery pack with a charging and discharging module, a switch, and the heat sinks. I designed the entire enclosure for this project in Fusion 360 and 3D printed all the parts. The first part which we have is this housing where all our electronics and ESP32 will sit. Then we have this mounting bracket for the rotary encoder, the 3D printed knob for the rotary encoder. This is the front panel where the LED matrix will sit. Then we 3D printed this grid in dual color such that it divides individual pixel as well as the white layer on the top diffuses the LED. No more talking, sit back, relax and enjoy the build. I tried applying a black car window tint to give the pixel bar a sleek display-like finish. It definitely looks more premium, but there's a trade-off. Since the tint blocks some of the light, you'll need to increase the brightness to around 15 to 20% to make the pixels clearly visible. That means higher power consumption and a bit more heat. On the other hand, if you stick with the plain white diffuser, the display looks great at just 3 to 5% brightness, making it more power efficient. To flash the firmware in the Pixel bar, all you need to do is go to Pixel Bar Studio app. The link is in the description. So once you open, this is how the Pixel Studio app looks like. In the center, as you can see, we have the digital twin of our Pixel bar. On the left hand side, you can see we have scenes list. So here we can add new scenes, we can delete existing scenes, and we can name the scenes over here. Down to the scenes, we have multiple widgets. So in widgets, we have text, date, time, clock, counter, weather, YouTube counter, sticker, background, animation, shapes, and more. And down to the widgets, we have layers. So each scene can have multiple layers. So these layers are basically can be one text layer, sticker layer, background layer, and so on, right? So before we build any scene on this pixel bar, first we'll go through these options. So first option is sticker builder. So here in this sticker builder, we can build our own custom stickers. So on the right side, if you see, we can give the sticker a name and we can select the size of a sticker, and we also have custom size option. So for now, I'll go with 16 by 16 grid. And here on the bottom side, if you see, we have color options and then drawing options. Here we have a pen, eraser, shapes, fill option, clear option. Then we can also have image upload, mirror option. So this is like the horizontal mirror. So if I enable it and I'll start drawing, so it mirrors whatever I draw in horizontal way, right? I'll clear this, and this is vertical mirroring. So I'll turn off the horizontal, and this is how the vertical mirroring works. So here we can enable both of them, and whatever we draw can be mirrored both in horizontal and vertical direction. I'll disable this and I'll select a red, extreme red color, which is this, and I'll start drawing a heart shape. So this is the heart shape that I draw. So I'll name it as heart and I'll just click on save. Once you save, the same sticker will be saved locally on your system. Okay, so from here you can also export this sticker as JSON and then you can import it, or you can simply export it as PNG file. And this is how it looks like. Similar to sticker builder, we have a background builder. Similar to sticker builder, we have the same options over here. The color options, the drawing tool options, we can name our background over here and we can set the size for our background. So for now, I'll select a yellow color. I'll enable the horizontal and vertical mirroring. And here I'll name this as warning tape and I'll click on save. And once I save it, it will be saved in our local system. So this is background builder. And now coming to animation builder. In animation builder, we have pre-built animations and then we can also build our own custom timelines. So in pre-built animations, we have many of these mathematical animations and scenes like this sunrise, sunset, day sun, then this night moon, this beach, tsunami, rain, and much more. You can actually experiment with all of this. Coming to the custom timeline, here we can draw individual frame and then we can start playing it. So here I'll try to demonstrate a small animation of 16 by 16 grid. So I'll quickly import the heart image that we have exported earlier. And I'll click apply. So this is the same heart that we exported earlier in the sticker builder. For this demonstration, I'll quickly change the color of this heart, fill color option, and I'll make this heart as green. Now I'll duplicate the same frame. So for the second frame, what I will do is I'll reduce the size of this heart by 1 pixel across. Okay. Yeah, so this is the second frame. So now if I start playing this animation, you can see this becomes a beating heart, right? So I'll name this as heartbeat and I'll save this animation. So this is how the animation builder work. Now coming to the community section. In the community, you can find community scenes, stickers, backgrounds, and animations. So if you click on any of the asset, it should show the digital twin of the pixel bar and it shows how it should look. So from here, you can quickly download it. Once you download, it saves to the respective section, which is if you download the scene, it will be saved under scenes. If you download the sticker, it will be saved under the stickers. And then we also have these few stickers. So I'll download this Mario sticker, this princess sticker, cactus, ghost, rocket, sword. Now coming back to the studio, we'll build few scenes in this. So here I'll quickly add a new scene. So this is our blank scene. Here I'll add a clock widget. So this is our pre-built clock widget. But if you want the only date or only time and you want to customize your own clock interface, you can get that from here. We have the date and time widget individually. So here I can quickly change the size. I can reposition it. I can take the time. I can reposition it, right? And you can use your own stickers and backgrounds. But for now, I'll go with the pre-built clock widget. Here in this pre-built clock widget, the animation which you are seeing is based on time. For example, now it is following the clock, so it's afternoon time. But if I change it to morning, it is rising sun. If I change it to afternoon, it is continuously glowing sun. If I change it to evening, it is sunset animation. And if I change it to night, it is rising moon. And in this clock widget, we can also change the position of the date and time. And also the font style, colors, drop down shadows and more. So you can play with this customization settings. So this is our first scene. I'll add a new scene over here. First, I'll name this scene as clock. For the second scene, I'll build a weather station. So I'll just click on this pre-built weather widget. So similar to the clock widget, this one also has the same. So this animation is based upon the current brief. So now it is sunny, but if I change it to cloudy, it is a cloud which is animated. If I change it to rainy, it is the raining cloud. If I change it to storm or snow or hazy. So based upon the current weather forecast, it changes this animation and the text color. So this is our second scene. So I'll name this as weather. Now I'll add a fourth scene and here I'll add a sticker. So this is the first sticker. I'll change this sticker from here. I'll select the sticker as Mario. Yeah, so this is the Mario sticker. So for this same sticker, you can add the motion, which is like the wobble motion, wave, and from here you can change the speed of this motion. Like, so I'll keep it to 4x, and then I'll add a text over here. And I'll increase the text size and also the height of this text. And I'll add drop shadow to it. So this is automatic drop shadow. I'll pick a custom color and go with the white shadow. So this is how it looks. And for the text color, I'll change it to, I'll pick it from the Mario's suit. From here, you can also change the scroll effect of the text. You can make it scroll left, right, up, down. This is horizontal bounce. So if my text is short, right, so it will keep bouncing in that particular area. So similarly, we have multiple scroll effects like this neon glow. For now, I'll keep it to scroll left. So we have set our fourth scene. I'll name this scene as Mario. From community, I'll add 2-3 more scenes. So I'll take this YouTube counter. The assets from the community are downloaded over here. Now in the clock widget, if you see, we need to set our time zone. So from here, you can select your time zone. And in the weather widget, we need to set the API key of the open weather map. The process to get this API key is already documented in the step-by-step guide. You need to set your city and the country that you are living in. Okay. Once that is done, for the YouTube counter, you need to set your YouTube API key as well as YouTube channel ID. So these are few API keys that are required. So API key for the weather and API key for the YouTube subscription count. Now before we export this code, what we need to do is we need to configure our Wi-Fi credentials. To do that, click on the settings icon, enter your Wi-Fi name over here and password over here, and leave this GPIO pin to default if you have followed the same documentation, or you can change it if you have changed the connection of the LED pin. Here you can enable this fixed static IP. So what this does is it will try to first assign this particular IP to the ESP32. If this IP is not available, then only it will change the IP. So I'll click on save. And then on the right side, you can just simply click on export and click on download sketch. So this will generate a firmware.ino file. This is basically a Arduino code that is generated by this app. Open the generated Arduino code in the Arduino IDE and make sure that you have already installed the ESP32 board manager. As the first step, we need to install this Adafruit NeoPixel library and the Adafruit GFX library. To install the Adafruit NeoPixel library, copy this text, open the library manager and paste it over here. And install this library by Adafruit. And same do for the GFX library, copy the text and paste it in the library manager and install this library by Adafruit. Once this is done, connect your Pixelba to your PC using Type-C cable. Then go to Tools, select the board type as DFRobot Firebeetle ESP32-S3, select the COM port, then select the flash size as 16 MB, partition scheme to 3 MB, then select the PS RAM as OPI PS RAM. Once these are selected, just click on Upload. This will take some time to compile, and once compiled, it will upload. Special thanks to DFRobot and Next PCB for supporting this work. If you like this project, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out our previous projects at the channel as well as on Hackster, Instructables and on makerbrains.com. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time.